think this truck is pretty cute. I like my truck, but this one's cute too. Welcome to Death Valley, everyone, and welcome to the Panamint Springs Resort. I'm going to be staying here for the next couple of nights. This is going to be a totally unique experience in Death Valley. We're going to have two different types of accommodations, and we're going to head over to the first accommodation for this evening. Panamint Springs Resort was originally owned and operated by Buffalo Bill Cody's cousin Agnes Cody and her husband W.A. Reed. The motel was opened in 1937 when the first toll road was constructed traversing the Panamint Valley. A post office operated at Panamint Springs from 1940 to 1946, but it no longer receives mail at all. Ownership transferred to Peter and Elizabeth Clarkson in 1958 in a motel exchange with Agnes Reed. It has been owned by the Cassell family since 2006. So this is it. This is the accommodation for night one, a canvas tent. It's actually a hot tent because there is a place to put a stovepipe through. However, there's no stove in here. It should be a little chilly tonight, but I did bring a 0-degree sleeping bag. They have provided me with some blankets as well. I have my Mr. Heater Buddy. There is no power in here, so I did bring my Bluetti power bank and a lamp and a lantern. This is going to be fun. I've never stayed in one of these. I'm really excited. So I'm going to go ahead and unpack and make this home. How is this view out my door? Here are my accommodations for tonight. My little glamping tent. It didn't take too much setup. I just have a few things in here, and I think this is going to make for a really cozy night. There's no cell service out here. I did bring my Starlink, but I also have some movies and TV shows downloaded on my phone for this evening's entertainment. We should be able to see lots of stars out here. It should be really beautiful at night. I would imagine this is pretty much a dark sky area. There are different types of accommodations here. There are these tent sites. There's also cabins. They have regular motel type rooms, hotel type rooms across the street behind the restaurant. They have tent sites, and they have full hookup RV sites, regular car camping tents if you wanted to set up a tent. And you could obviously camp out of your rig if you have a truck set up like me. They have something for everyone, which is really cool. But I thought it would be fun to camp in a way that I've never camped before and camp in this tent, and then tomorrow night's accommodations are going to be completely different. Do have showers in here as well in the restroom for free. No tokens needed. You can take as long as you want. And here is the restroom in the camping area. I think I'm gonna go ahead and change my shoes and then we'll go out and explore a little bit. It's later in the afternoon, it's about 3 o'clock. It starts to get dark, or the sun goes behind the mountains at about 3:30. Starts getting darker around 4, so we don't have too much daylight today. However, I do plan to do a lot of adventuring and exploring tomorrow, some hiking. So tomorrow's gonna be a fun day. But today's not over, so let me go ahead and change my shoes and let's hit the road for a little bit. Speaking of shoes, I brought my boots here to the truck and put them inside of the truck because I have seen scorpions here in this park. So you probably want to check your shoes if you have them sitting out anywhere before you put them on if you are visiting Death Valley National Park. All right, I'm not sure if I'm going down the right road right now, but we are going to try to find a mine. So hopefully I am on the right road. I chickened out. I don't think I'm feeling that adventurous tonight to be heading down some dirt road when the sun's gonna be going down. I have no cell service. I don't want to get stuck out here by myself, so I'm heading back to the main road. One of the reasons I'm sketched out about driving down that dirt road is that there has been a lot of rain here lately, and the rain changes the landscape here in Death Valley. I don't really know what's down that road. It could get super muddy, and the water that you see here that we just drove by, that I just showed you in that last shot, is normally not here. I've never seen that before. It's like there's a lake right there, which is not normally there. I'm gonna get out and get some shots of it because it's a pretty rare occurrence. I believe those are the Panamint dunes out there. It's wild to see Death Valley this way. It's just very unusual. You don't normally see it this way. And I just read that for the first time in 20 years, California is completely out of drought conditions. There's nowhere in California that is experiencing a drought. And as you can see, there's water in Death Valley, lots of it. Back here at camp, it's a little early, but I'm gonna head over to the restaurant and get some dinner. It's about 4 o'clock. Probably by the time I eat, it'll be 4:30. I've been eating earlier and earlier, it seems like. And I can just walk right across the street to the restaurant and grab a meal. Not cooking tonight. There's the restaurant straight ahead. Panamint Springs Resort is a small, rustic, Western-style resort located in beautiful Panamint Valley in Death Valley National Park that provides lodging, camping, RV services, a restaurant and bar, and a gas station with a well-stocked general store. Marvelous views of distant sand dunes and the soaring 11,000-foot-high Panamint Mountains complete the setting for leisure dining and relaxation. The resort is located 10 miles inside the western edge of Death Valley National Park on California Scenic Highway 190. After a very tasty and filling dinner, it was time to head back to camp. I'm feeling pretty cozy in here. I've got my heater going. I've got some nice warm clothes on, my toasty sleeping bag, and it feels pretty good. Just remember, I brought all of these things in. There is no electricity. There would normally not be a lamp here or a heater here, but it's really easy for you to set it up all cozy like I did. Dinner was tasty. It was an Angus burger, and then the fries were the bomb. The fries are really, really good. The staff was very friendly and knowledgeable about the area. I heard the wait staff talking to some patrons and just telling them all kinds of information about the area, which I was eavesdropping on. It was very interesting. And yeah, it's just been a nice night. I plan to get up fairly early tomorrow. I've got some trails downloaded on my phone for hiking, and they're all trails I've never done before because I wanted to make sure I did new trails, not only for myself, but to show you a trail I've never done before here. I tend to be a creature of habit and go to the same ones over and over, but not tomorrow. And that's about it. I'm just gonna have a nice, quiet evening. I will check in with you all in the morning. Good night. You know, guys, it's a new year, and I know how hard New Year's resolutions are to maintain. Oftentimes, they're very difficult, but I can tell you that for over 6 years now, I have maintained the healthy habit of taking 1 scoop of AG1 every morning. It actually blows my mind because I have never been able to stick to any type of a healthy habit that long. I was never able to maintain taking any type of multivitamin in a pill form, but this has become just as easy as drinking my water every morning, making my coffee every morning. I take my AG1 every morning. One of the most important benefits for me is AG1 supports my gut health. AG1 Next Gen delivers 5 strains of clinically studied probiotics that have been shown to play a role in supporting digestion and immune function and alleviate occasional bloating, which I have definitely noticed in this area here. One of the other very important benefits for me is it supports energy. AG1 Next Gen contains enhanced B complex, which helps support energy without the afternoon crash. You've got everything in here. You've got multivitamins and minerals, prebiotics, probiotics, green superfoods, stress adaptogens, immune support, and cognitive support. Can you imagine carrying bottles around for each one of those things when all of them are in 1 scoop of AG1? If you miss the new year, it is never too late to start a healthy habit. If you'd like to try AG1 for yourself, go ahead and scan the QR code here or click the link below to get 3 free travel packs and 3 free AGZ packs, along with a bottle of D3K2 and a welcome kit with your first subscription. Thank you once again to AG1 for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to exploring beautiful Death Valley. Good morning. It is about 6 a.m. I'm trying to be very quiet because I do have neighbors around me. I'm going to start getting packed up to head to where I want to hike because it's still about another hour and a half away. And yeah, this park is huge. It's gonna take me a little while to get there. I think I'll make my coffee somewhere along the way. Death Valley is the largest national park in the contiguous United States, as well as the hottest, driest, and lowest of all the national parks in the United States. It contains Badwater Basin, the 2nd lowest point in the Western Hemisphere, and the lowest in North America at 282 feet below sea level. More than 93% of the park is a designated wilderness area. About to make a little pit stop for some coffee. I think I'm going to go over to the Mesquite Dunes because they do have restrooms there. Make a coffee and then head to the trailhead. I'm still pretty early, but it's Saturday, so I want to make sure that I can get parking. It's going to be busy. The campground's a little busy, so I know there are a lot of people here. Look how many cars are here already. Crazy.
The summer came for us and showed us what we lost. And I'm writing to myself about the things you said, about the things you said. The slowness creeps towards my feet within the light the morning brings to clean the remnants of a dream. Shadows you cannot see, I brush aside. You're on my mind is weak, the lows are deep. I fall to the refuge that is sleep. There's nothing in my view but images of you.
Got my coffee. Had to wait a little longer for it this morning, but didn't want to wake up the whole camp. Now we best get on to the next trailhead. I just drove by the Golden Canyon Trailhead, which is an awesome hike. I've done it several times on the channel, and there were only about 5 cars in the parking lot, so I think that's a good sign. The road I am driving, Badwater Road, you can just tell that it has flooded over. It looks like they've had to really clean the dirt off of the road, or clear the dirt off of the road. Whew, the rains have been pretty bad. Bit of a washboard road here. I'm here at the trailhead and there are only a few other cars, so that's a good sign. Let's head into the canyon. I've run into a bit of an issue here at the trailhead. This side of my truck camper shell is not opening. It just drove down that washboard road, so I don't know what's happened here. Luckily, I was able to get the tailgate down, so I'm gonna tuck in under here and see what's going on. Yeah, that happened with my old one too, where it slips behind that metal piece there. See if I can get it out of there. All right, I was able to get it dislodged. However, it is not moving and it's not locked right now, so it's not good. All right, crisis diverted. It's moving now. Phew. We are gonna go check out this bridge. Can't really see it that well on the photo. There you go. Well, we're gonna go see it in real life. By the way, it is a chilly morning. It's probably in the mid-30s at this point, and in the shade, it might even feel a little bit colder. I did get a good night's sleep last night. It was a little breezy, but the flapping of the breeze on the tent walls actually kind of lulled me to sleep. I was thinking that seemed like such a short hike, but you can hike beyond the arch, obviously. And it is going up. I think it's about 400, 500 feet of elevation gain. Not too bad. Let me show you this cave. This is what it's looking like in front of me. Looks like I have hit the end of the road, unless I want to start climbing. You can tell that water flows down this thing. This whole thing probably becomes a waterfall. Well, that was a fantastic way to start the day. I feel invigorated. I hadn't planned on stopping at Badwater Basin because I stop there every time I come here. However, there's water in it right now, and that is unusual. It happens occasionally, but not very often. So I open these guys up and I lock them for going back down the washboard road so that they'll just stay in place. This is pretty heavy, so I don't think it's gonna bounce around too much. Hopefully that'll do the trick and won't get stuck again. I say it's heavy and it won't bounce around too much, but bouncing around is how it got stuck in the first place. We're here at Badwater Basin and I can see the water line right in front of me. It's not very far, so we're gonna go ahead and take a walk over there and check it out. I think it's gonna be really cool with the reflection on the water, which is not something you see all the time, pretty rare. Badwater Basin is noted as the lowest point in North America and the United States, with a depth of 282 feet below sea level. Mount Whitney, the highest point in the contiguous United States, is only 84.6 miles to the northwest. I think that's pretty cool. That was pretty rad. I'm glad I stopped and checked it out because I may never see it like that again in my lifetime. Pretty cool. See that sign right there? That is sea level. And the parking lot is below that. That's how far we are below sea level. Artist's Drive rises up to the top of an alluvial fan fed by a deep canyon cut into the Black Mountains. Artist's Palette is an area on the face of the Black Mountains noted for a variety of rock colors. These colors are caused by the oxidation of different metals. Iron compounds produce red, pink, and yellow. Decomposition of tuff-derived mica produces green, and manganese produces purple. Driving through here makes me feel like I've been transported to back when dinosaurs ruled the earth. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if a T-Rex came out from behind one of these little bluffs here. Making a quick pit stop here on the side of the road. They have some picnic tables, a picnic area, and eat some lunch. Back here at the Panamint Resort, and I kind of wanted to do a little walk around in the campground and give you a little bit better tour than what I showed you yesterday. So I'm going to start here at the campsite I was at last night. This was the view from the front of the campsite, and here we are at number 23. So it did have this space, all this space here from the tent over to where you see these rocks here. And had this fire ring, picnic table, and there is the tent. I did wind up having some neighbors last night, but you have these tents behind as well. And then right in front of that are these full hookup sites, and they all have their own fire rings as well. Look at that view. Got a little disc golf thing here. And on this side of the campground here are dry sites. Got some folks with their tents back there. We've got awesome views. And so they have different price ranges for dry sites, tent sites, electric sites, glamping tents, and then the cabins and motel rooms. Or hotel rooms, I should say. Here is a group site. Look at these views, it's so pretty. It's so pretty out here right now. Now I'm gonna walk across the street to just behind the restaurant and show you the hotel rooms. I'm not going inside, but I'll show you the outside. Got this little area here at the campground too. These pathways and park benches. Has a little bit of a park feeling. It's very green right now because of all the rain. So just behind the restaurant here are the hotel rooms. They're cute. Definitely have kind of the Old West vibe. They wrap in a U shape all the way around the hotel, or all the way around the restaurant. And last but not least, they have this cute cottage right behind the hotel rooms. I can't say I've ever been to a resort campground that has this many options. I think it's really cool. They have an option for almost every camping style and budget. So you check in here at the general store and gas station, and that's what I just did. Got the keys to my accommodations for tonight, which I will show you in just a second. There it is. That's home for the night. I've not been inside yet, so we're going to see it together for the first time. Woohoo! How is this view? This is right from the front door. Unobstructed. Let's actually walk up here and give it a quick turn around. Wow. Pretty awesome. Ooh. Got a little seating area here, a fridge, Got a heater for tonight. Let's walk back here. I don't know what that is. I just flipped a switch. Here is the bed. Sweet. And I have a bathroom and a shower. Wow. Very nice. It's gonna feel awesome after hiking today. Even though it was chilly, I was sweating. Very sweet. Awesome sauce. I think I need to turn off that fan though. That's the light. That's the fan. Little tiny house. All right, I'm gonna go get my stuff and load it on in. So full disclosure, so you don't think I'm breaking the bank on this trip, I was invited by the resort as a guest. They just wanted me to give my honest opinion and feedback on the resort. They didn't ask for anything in return other than I just share it with all of you. And I've honestly passed by here several times or many times and have often thought about staying here. I was planning on coming to Death Valley anyway, so the timing couldn't have been better. I likely would have camped here anyways. I would have probably just done the dry camping out of my truck, but because I was offered these awesome accommodations to show to you all, I went ahead and took advantage of it, and it's been really fun. I really like this place, and the prices are very reasonable. So if you're interested in staying here, I will leave a link to the reservations page below. And thank you so much to the Panamint Springs Resort for the invitation and the hospitality. I've never taken advantage of an invitation like this before. I don't get many of them, but this one was a good fit for me because I love Death Valley. And again, I had already thought about staying here. I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea, caffeine free, of course. And what a beautiful view. I suppose I could have one with caffeine, but I would just have trouble falling to sleep tonight. Well, y'all, I have just been relaxing and I'm feeling pretty tired, so I thought I'd better wrap it up with you all before I crash out. I had an awesome day today. Seeing the natural bridge was incredible. I can't believe I've never hiked to it before. Glad I got an early start though, because all the trailheads got super busy. It is a weekend, like I said, it's a Saturday. Also, Badwater Basin as a lake with water in it, incredible. I feel like I'm a pretty lucky gal. I get to sleep in this beautiful cabin tonight, and it's been a great day. I will check in with you all tomorrow in the morning. Good night. Wow, what a gorgeous morning here in the Panamint Springs area of Death Valley National Park. The views from this cabin are awesome. And sleeping in here last night was so cozy, so comfortable. I had the heater going all night. I was warm and toasty. It was a really neat experience. If you're wondering why I made my coffee this morning and my tea last night outside, it's because I have stayed in little cabins like this before where they don't want you to use any type of a stove inside. So didn't have any signage here that said that, but just to be safe, I went ahead and made it outside. One of the many cool things about this resort is it's not run by the huge corporation that runs a lot of the facilities in a lot of the national parks. I think you guys know which one I'm talking about. This is independently owned, which makes it have just a more charming, small, quaint vibe, and I dig that. I want to thank them once again for inviting me to be their guest, and if you're interested in staying here, as I said, I'll go ahead and leave a link for the reservations page down below. Definitely recommend it. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. I'm going to just enjoy this beautiful morning, pack up slowly, and get on out of here, get down the road. Got lots of adventures coming up. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. As always, I appreciate you joining me. I hope you liked hanging out with me here in Death Valley for the last couple of days. I appreciate you viewing. I appreciate you. And I will see you all on the next adventure. See you soon, everybody. Bye-bye.